smells really good. And super watermelony. Melony. Hi, I'm Mayame, and I'm an herbalist and TCM enthusiast, and today I wanted to show you a watermelon, hibiscus, and motherwort refresher for summer. Here we have our lemon balm. I just need to garble everything, which when I'm saying garble, that's just herbalist term for I'm taking all the leaves off of the stem. Hands smell really good doing this though. Just smells like a big lemon drop. Next, we're going to crush, tear, smash all of these leaves. So usually what I do for this part is I will grab like a paper towel like this, and I'm gonna put all of our leafy stuff here on the paper towel, and then I just kind of, you know, gently fold it in half. And then I take the pestle right here that I use for my mortar and pestle, and I just kind of will, you know, use that to just like rub, smashing, tapping, bruising the leaves so that I get those volatile oils to release. If you're working with an herb, like an aromatic herb like lemon balm fresh, you'll know pretty quickly if the volatile oils are releasing because the smell will get that much more intense. And it further will just kind of like tear everything up. And then we'll just toss that in. Doesn't that be pretty? Because we're gonna strain all of this out after it's done steeping. And now we're just gonna stir this around really quick. And now we're just gonna dump the rest of our ingredients in one at a time. Super easy. Here's hibiscus. Here is our very bitter motherwort, but you won't even know it's there. And I'm gonna do 3 cinnamon sticks. And we're gonna do a few cloves. And our marshmallow. And then we just add cold water, especially because we have marshmallow root in here. And again, marshmallow root has so much mucilage in it that like when those polysaccharides come into contact with heat, they just burn off. And so in order to preserve that, cold water is the way to go. And now we're gonna let this sit overnight, and I will see you in the morning. It is the very next day, and I let this sit in the fridge overnight. All right, and now we're just gonna keep squeezing this out. I don't know if you can see how much thicker or more viscous this liquid has gotten from having the marshmallow root steeped in it overnight. But it's kind of like when you are doing Jell-O and it hasn't quite set yet. Okay, so I did end up double straining this. And, oh my gosh, this is my baby. This is Hestia. She might sometimes pop into videos every now and then. Hi, Baba. So I did end up double straining this. And if you still see like particles floating around in your tea, that's totally fine and normal. Now I'm just going to pour this into a cup and then I use just like a smaller tea strainer like this, just to catch a little bit more of those particles. And then, you know, you can just drink this as is, or you can add things like sparkling water or different flavors of kombucha just to kind of like jazz it up and make it a little more bubbly. I did put a lot of watermelon in here, so it's very like watermelon forward, but you also have the tartness from the hibiscus, which has like a kind of like a cranberry like flavor. And you can also pick up on the spices like the ginger and the cinnamon and the clove, so it's just really goes well together. It's really good and refreshing for like a good like hot summer day. You can find this recipe in my latest Substack amongst all the other things I talk about regarding herbalism and TCM, and I will see you in the next video.